All right, guys, so snatches to start the week off. So we're gonna build off last week. Over the last 3 weeks, we went over the 3 pulls and kind of what to focus on. So if you're needing to brush up on that stuff, I encourage you to go back on the Wednesday videos, Monday videos, one of those days, and you'll find the 3 pull kind of points of performance. For today, we're gonna get a little bit more zeroed in. We're gonna zoom in the microscope using the at-home version drill, the drop snatch. So you can use a barbell for that with weight. You can use a broomstick if you don't have a barbell, and just focus on that time on tension. And that's why we're gonna add a pause in the bottom. All right, so when we set up, we're gonna take our bar from our rack or from the floor, get it on our back, all right? And it's not gonna start on our back for a drop snatch, it actually starts overhead. So to get it from the shoulders to overhead, we're gonna get Em to do a push press or a jerk if it's heavy enough, or simply a strict press, but you want to get it there in a solid stacked position. So I'm going to pinch her scat, and she's going to press through her elbows into the bar. The press from the elbows, you don't want that to cause your shoulders to rise and shrug and losing tension in the scap. So tension in the scap comes first, then the elbows press on the bar. When you get good enough at this kind of this tension through the structure, you're gonna be able to get that as soon as you get that out of your push press. So we'll get Em to get that there as soon as she gets it out. Look how solid that was. All right, now it's a nice solid position overhead. If you do have a hook grip and it's more comfortable with the hook grip, that's okay, but I would encourage you to try to slide that hook grip out because especially if you have shoulder mobility issues, because it will help with that overhead position and winding those elbows up into the bar. Okay, remember, don't worry which way your armpits face. It's a cue that it's more important that your scap is solid, and that's where the tension is held, okay? So we're gonna get Em to just demo the drop snatch, and she's gonna hold in the squat and stand. When you hold in the squat, we'll get Em to do one more here. Go, and pause. When you hold in the squat, I want you to notice any off balance, and like you guys will be off balance, it's a tough drill, and then just fix it down here, shift your weight, find your points of contact in the feet. It's a really, really good drill for turnover and allowing your body what it feels, understand what it feels like to move the feet, and footwork is the most important thing when it comes to the snatch, all right? So have fun with that one, guys, and you learn something new from that drill. All right, guys, another interval one today, building off last week's workout where we did 400-meter run and then 2 rounds of a small couplet. So today we have Em's out for a run right now, and then when she comes back, she's gonna do 3 rounds of a very fast couplet here. So when Em gets back, we'll show you what we got going on. So she's gonna start her 3 rounds. We got burpees.
Burpee start?
Yeah. So we got burpees. Just find that rhythm. Try to be consistent. You guys know how to do burpees. Just try to find the floor in a nice relaxed manner, and then come on up and try to keep the same tempo rep to rep. Then you're gonna get to your object. You're gonna either do cleans or some sort of hip extension like you see listed. And we really want you to pay attention to the things not to do today, okay? So, good kettlebell swings right here. You should see the hip extension. All right, that's one thing we talk about a lot. And then there's also knee extension that is just as crucial. In order to get that good hard extension, we need to see the hips and the knees fully extending with the quads and the glutes contracting. We'll just give Em a little bit of a break here. Take a breath. So actually, this is what you do. You do your 3 rounds. So we'll do back to burpees, back to the hip extension piece. Now we'll show you some bad ones, all right? When you get tired, these bad ones are likely to happen because you're gonna use like dominant muscle groups, all right? So we'll show you squatting the extension, or a muted hip. So you can see on those ones, Em's not fully extending the hip. That one, we're squatting the kettlebell.
So much more work.
So much more work, because Em's got good technique and she's dialed it in, and her muscles are developed in a balanced manner. But for some of us quad dominant people, we're gonna wanna squat that pull, all right? Keep those hips a little higher. Then on the other side of things, we have people that get a little bit lazy with the hips and they keep them up too high, and it causes a bit of a rounding in the back. I don't want them to demo a rounding in the back, but what you'll see here, instead of this nice flat back, tall chest, you'll see a little bit of a rounding, a kind of convex spine there. So really, really important to keep those hips in a nice, good track, not too high, not too low, and you know they're in a good line when your hamstrings are low, okay? So keep that in mind. You can use those cues for anything you're doing today. For this movement, you can use those cues for the clean, the kettlebell swing, object swing, or the dumbbell hip swing, or even dumbbell cleans, all right? Have at her today, guys. Push the intensity. This one's a hot one.